What's up, everybody? Man Cave here. We're getting down to assembling the body panels right now on the Rubi for Wraith body, and basically all it is just a bunch of panels that you have to cut out, and they simply attach underneath each other and on top like so, and they just basically do a full wrap. And what could be better than working on an RC and listening to classic music? Basically, what I did with this one is I really modified the style. This one, usually you would not see this panel in here, but I decided I wanted to cut all this area out and then come up the panel with it. But these are how your side panels go on. They basically just sit in like that. On the rear, you got this little panel over here that's going to connect in like so. It doesn't exactly meet up because of the way that the corners come together. But we'll have that put on. That'll be held in place. Get in as far as we can, and then of course you have your main piece, which is the front end. Now once again, this is the paper out here to show you guys. This is the Dynamic Concepts Rubi for Wraith, designed by Wild Beast Designs and Dynamic Concepts. That's how they intended to go together, which means really you're cutting all this part off here to get it to suck in. But once again, to each his own. I always like taking something that's already been a done design and modifying it further. So I'm going to go ahead and fasten down the rest of these body panels, get everything all smoothed up, and then I'll show you what she looks like after it's all put together. Alright guys, there you go. Matter of about 15 minutes. I've got the body mounted onto the Wraith chassis. Now, yes, I have opted to leave that back piece off for good reason though. I like to keep as much of the tube frame as possible, so as you guys know, when I do the regular Wraith panels, I cut them off right there at the B-post. This one's no exception, but there you guys go. There is the Rubi for Wraith. Of course, I've modified mine. It doesn't sit like that normally. That one now is officially in the done pile. So we're going to bring her over here. There's the Rubi for Wraith. Next up, what we're going to be working on project-wise is the Lizard Lick truck. I haven't showed you guys barely anything of this one yet. This was the SCX RR10, and holy crap, I gotta give myself a round of applause with one hand, because that is the first time I have ever pronounced the damn thing correctly. Now we all know, here is the SCX RR10 with the ballistic Timbuktu system in it. Just a standard Axial SCX10, 10Energy 5000 high output battery, and the F650 body. What I've done, this is what's gonna blow your minds, because it blew my mind when I did it. We get the rear pins on. Bam! Look at this. Working wrecker. Boom. All steel. And to balance out the body on it, as you guys can see, it's not sitting straight. I'm using my mock-up battery again like I had before. We're going to use our mock-up battery. The battery for the RC four-wheel drive wireless winch is going to sit under here and act as my body post, which, as you can see, levels the truck off, plus that second battery there is going to be what powers my RC four-wheel drive winch. Which I'm going to pull some of the stuff off here to show you guys. As I set the Lizard Lick truck back over here, this one's a heifer. She weighs probably about a good 10 pounds at least. Alright. What we're going to be using parts-wise on the Lizard Lick truck as I adjust this dang camera. Really need a better camcorder mount. We have one RC 4-wheel drive pintle hitch. That's gonna be pretty cool. I have an ARB snatch block, which can be either single or double. I have a King Kong toe shackle with mounting bracket. But the star of the show, I have two of these. The RC 4-wheel drive Bulldog 9300 XT winches with plenty of cable on there. Now, I've got two of these, and it says right here it's designed to handle 3.3 pounds of vertical load only. And of course it does come with a replacement motor and gearbox, and of course it's operated by a key fob. The key fob is going to get mounted on the bed of the Lizard Lick truck as well as the receiver. That way I can connect the battery straight in and have everything running. So that is that, and there's even more I've got to show you guys. This is actually turning into a big ass video here. In the background you can see the G-Maid's done. We have what I'm going to refer as the John Deere Clodbuster body. I've spray painted this Clod. It's a 110 scale Clod reproduction from Parma. I've sprayed it in the grabber green and it's going to look really freaking sick. I might even black out the passenger side windows, the back window, or I might leave this one open, seeing how I've got another Clod body. This is the actual, to me, a hard white plastic Clod body. This one, I believe, I know this one right here will be, good lord, I need to, there we go, here. I know I had somebody ask about it. Yes, this is a very squared off front end, but it is larger than its Tamiya counterpart. Let's get these two together. It's a little wider, a little bit longer, and it's a little taller, but it looks really good. This body is most likely going to be plopped down on top of the G-Maid over here to give it the super scalar look, or hell, we might even go bam, John Deere green with it. But there is Two-Face right there. We're gonna do a quick comparison because they wanted to see that too on an SCX. So we're gonna grab Two-Face here. Two-Face on the bench. Clod body. There you go. Without the Blazer body on there, you'll see that it'll fit just fine. The wheelbase. Truck's gonna have to go back slightly a little bit there, but other than that, your wheelbase should line up just fine. If you don't want the squared off look though, I think you're kind of screwed because that's the only way that it comes. But there, that takes care of that too. Copperhead, we're still waiting. I have ordered a Weller soldering gun, 60 watt. But there is a ton of stuff going on here in the studio. I've also got the black panels for the G-Maid. We're going to go over here and get these. You gotta love some Led Zeppelin. But here we go. You guys are actually going to be here for the cherry popping of these panels. Oh yeah, look at that. Black plastics. And look at this one. This one did kind of like a camo job to it. It's kind of cool. The paint had lifted up. It's kind of like a camo. Oh, look at that. You can even see me. Oh, going bald. So as we keep pulling off the plastics. Oh god, this has to be my favorite Led Zeppelin song of all times. Hopefully YouTube doesn't screw me over on this one, because this is all protected music. It's being broadcasted live from The Rock 105.9 out of Nashville, Tennessee. So they have secured all the copyrights and everything for it, as this is, look at that. That looks cool. That looks almost like veins. As this is commercial radio, that means that it is paid for. There's no copyright infringement on it. So hopefully they shouldn't have a cow over this. But we're going to look real quick and see what the old body looks like here. Very thin Lexan, but we'll make do with it. Alright guys, I'm wrapping this one up. This is extremely long. Hope this answered some of your questions. If not, drop them in the box below. I will get to them. I make sure that I take at least an hour out of every day to answer questions and do whatever. So you guys have questions, drop them in the box. I will answer them, do my best to answer them. And if I can't, then maybe it'll work the other way around. Man cave out, guys.